To answer these questions, I'm going to refer back to the graphs of the parent functions. So to find out when secant of theta is -1, I'm going to go back to my parent graph of secant, which was right here, and basically look at when this graph is at -1. So it happens right there at -pi, it happens right there at pi, it happens right there at 3 pi. So you can see that the first one here, from the y-axis to the right, is at pi, and the next one is 2 pi later. And since the period of this function is 2 pi, it will repeat that pattern every 2 pi. So basically, my answer here is going to be that it is at pi and every 2 pi after that. So the way I can write that is plus 2 pi n. In this case, n is an integer or a whole number because it's a whole number 2 pi later. Next, I'm going to look at cotangent of theta, and I'm going to look at when cotangent is -1. So, here's my parent graph of cotangent. I've got cotangent at -1 right there. And you can see that happens at 3 pi over 4. And the next time that happens is right there, and that happens to be pi units later, because that is the period of cotangent. So we'll do that every pi. It will be back at -1. So my first one was at 3 pi over 4. And my next one, instead of 2 pi n, it's going to be pi n. And this time n is still an integer, but because the period is pi, it's going to be back at -1 every pi units. And last one is tangent at 1, so we go back to our parent function. Tangent is at 1 right here, and you can see that that's at -pi over 4. So it happens again, pi units later, and again pi units later, because the period of this function is pi. So it's going to be positive pi over 4, and looking at negative, just like that. So it's going to be positive pi over 4, and then every pi units after that. So the way I write that is pi over 4 plus pi, and again, n is an integer.